Yes.
Hello, and welcome to the Real Ram Fam. On my channel, I intend to provide you with a safe platform to discuss the intersections of your entire being, to be able to be comfortable in your own skin, in mission or position. There is no one like you, and we all have a purpose and message. I, for one, am a black woman, mother of four, a military veteran, and a wife, and a social worker, just to name a few. From my channel, I hope that you learn more about military families and social workers. Three of the social work values are my aim in each video: importance of human relationships, dignity and worth of the person, and social justice. No matter what you initially think when you hear social worker, there is more to the profession. Trust me. Stay locked in by subscribing to the channel and be sure that you hit that notifications bell so you don't miss any new uploads. Without further ado, on to today's episode.
What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? You know what? You don't have a song yet or a sound.
No, I do not. We need to pick one.
All right. Welcome, Ram Fam. I hope everybody is doing well. We are wrapping up Social Works Month and Women's History Month. So happy Women's History Month, Mimi.
Oh, happy Women's History Month to you.
Yes. So y'all know what it is. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. So, Mimi, how you been doing this week?
Um, been good actually. Just relaxing and taking it in and loving on other women. Inspiring folks.
It's good. It's awesome. That's what we do, right?
That's right.
Yes. So I saw. You know what? It's a little too early. I'm not even gonna mention that. It's too early to bring it up. We're gonna bring that up halfway through.
Okay. Okay.
Halfway through. So this month I began talking about myself. I talked about my grandma, my great grandma. Then I had on with me. Was that the second week? What did I do the second week? The second week, I did some did you knows of some famous people who actually were social workers. And
Mm,
then last week, I had on another clinical social worker. And so this month, what we are going to do is we are just going to talk about things that are happening in the community. So we're going to hit that social work, that social justice and policy and advocacy part of what a social worker does. That's what we're going to do today.
okay.
So, when we're not gonna be before y'all long, at least I don't think we are. So, I was watching on the news. Well, first of all,
What? Let me ask you a question first of all.
yes,
Since you're a social worker, how do you feel about seeing more Black people in the news? Either, well, I guess I would say snapping, because it seems like a lot of mental crisis has been going on in the news. So how do you
mhm.
feel seeing more Black people in the news?
And is that well? First of all, I haven't really seen like more people. So when you say, what's the point of the news segment?
Well, I'm saying because normally we would see mass shootings from Caucasian people, or murder. We do know that murdering does happen within our culture, but I think I've just seen more of just a random shooting, not even related to anything.
I don't think I saw that one, but I think just trying to show. So is the point of like the news segments that you've seen, was the point of it just to say that a shooting happened, or did the shooting happen because the person had a mental illness?
They said like that the shooting has happened and then like the parents or whoever would come on and be like, this wasn't something that they would do, but it happened.
Well, I can't comment on that because that one I haven't seen.
Okay.
But just when I see black people in the news, period, for like stuff that if you can quote unquote say we wouldn't do, I feel like I feel like a bit torn
Okay. I just wanted to
because
ask that before you
yeah,
started.
because it's
Be-
like that's not what we do,
right.
right? So um
I just think that a lot of people
like
have broke
yeah,
extremely.
like the suicides of
Hmm.
like the young teens that are happening. First of all, those statistics alone by
Hmm.
themselves, black black people in suicide, teenagers in suicide, they are both true, but when you mix them together,
Hmm.
yeah, then I feel like really hurt, especially because the ones that I've seen and that I'm talking about are due to being bullied.
Right. But I've seen that.
So
That
yeah,
that
I
was
do
another
feel some
one
type of
that I've seen.
so God, so many like emotions, right? Because you want to
Yeah.
raise your kids to defend themselves. You want to raise your kids to be like, don't be so soft. Don't like
Right.
words don't hurt.
Oh
But
yeah, sticks and stones don't break your bones, and words will never hurt you. We
yeah,
used to be told that all the time when we were kids.
yeah, and words do hurt.
Yeah, they do
And
actually.
then now we want to kind of change and right because
Right.
even this week when I was having a session with someone, I had to ask the question,
Mhm.
because someone says something, does that mean now we put our hands on them? So like we want to
Right.
raise differently because
Or
it wasn't nothing just to hit somebody because of
if
something
they
that they
hit you,
said.
hit them back type of things that we get.
Yeah,
But like it's hard because like how can you teach your kids just to ignore or to tell a teacher or someone to help them when they do tell the teacher to help them, the other child just gets sneakier at it.
yeah. That's the thing right there. Sneakier. And that's what
Yeah.
I'm seeing now. Sneakier, or because either child has gained such a reputation, the teacher isn't paying attention and doesn't care, doesn't respond.
Hmm.
So then, of course, what does that do? That's gonna develop some type of bad relationship in the
Right.
classroom.
Right. And then it's like, okay, so like the bully gets in trouble, but then what about the kids that are joining in with the bully?
Yeah,
Because like if the bully gets stopped, then you become the tattleteller or you're the one that snitched on him, and then the kids think you're a snitch and then they start bullying you. It's like a cycle. It just keeps going.
yeah. It's Yeah, I am definitely, I'm seeing it now. I'm being exposed, and
Yeah.
it's like what do
Right.
you do?
But so like the suicide was an issue, but then also like now I've seen more of a murder suicide going on too.
Hmm.
And I'm like, what is really going on? Like, why you feel like you have to take somebody with you?
Yeah,
I just don't understand. I guess I'm just in that disbelief right now. Like, what is really going on in our world? I know that it's getting hard, and I think, and I wish that people would work with social workers or therapists or, you know, life is crazy and hard for everyone.
hmm,
And I think not to be racist or anything, I think a lot of Caucasians and CEO people, no, because there was a black CEO that killed himself too. So I'll just say, like, higher up people that have money are hitting hard times in life and they choosing to end it all before they have to deal with it.
Okay, so have you yet seen Turning Red? It's a kids movie. It's Disney's latest movie,
No, I haven't.
Turning
My sister
Red.
just told me about it.
So since we are talking about the whole social structure and
Mm-hmm.
social putting it all together, what you just said is kind of like one of the things what hits me when I'm watching that movie. And apparently, like, I haven't read any of the comments, but apparently, like, a lot of people are upset about the movie. So first of all, the family, like, they're supposed to be Asian,
Okay.
and they have the last name Lee. You know that's an Asian name,
Mm-hmm.
but the little girl, she looks white,
Mm.
and she ends up looking white. Like in the beginning, she do kind of look Asian, but then she starts to look white. But the message of the movie, um, when you put in the fact that the little girl looks white,
Mm-hmm.
I think it speaks to white people for real. Because the message of the movie is about her being able to control her what they call her panda, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just say her inner monster, her
Okay.
inner
Okay.
demons,
Okay.
right? And we know that that's something that like white people kind of struggle with anyway.
Right.
It's so individualistic. Everything is mine. There's no community, and they just want to let that monster out
Mm-hmm.
all
Mm-hmm.
like all the time. So like you're saying, they're hitting hard times, and so now they want to take people out.
Right. They can't handle it.
Unlike a lot of us, like when you hit hard times, like that's the time where we come together.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the
Mm-hmm.
time when we help each other. We go,
Right.
even if you like keep quiet and you wanna struggle by yourself, but you don't just gotta just let that monster out and
Right.
attack people,
Right.
right? And that's how those shooting sprees happen.
Exactly.
That's how all
And I
and
think we just had 10 mass shootings just recently.
that's crazy. What
Yeah.
was I talking about? I think it was me and Amir having a conversation. I don't know where it was. The girl having so many conversations lately, but when it is with black people and shootings, so kind
Right.
of
Right.
going back to what you said, it's targeted,
Right.
isn't
Right.
it?
We're just
Right?
targeted.
It's targeted,
Mm-hmm.
but most of the time when the white people do it, that's when we have these mass
And I
shootings.
think you're right. Like, but the thing, like with the news, the way that they're stating, like our black kids doing it is, oh, they're just randomly shooting people. But I think that either it's a targeted, or if they're randomly shooting people, then it's like an initiation, from my understanding.
Mm,
That's how I
okay.
take it, because there's always gang members initiating kids to do crazy stuff to be in the family,
Yeah.
which sometimes that happens because there are some kids out there that's abuse and they don't really have family, and that's the only family they know is the gang. But like, the news is making it seem like they're just randomly shooting people. And the only way I think that they would randomly shoot someone is if it was an initiation of something. Because I just don't see us just going out hurting other people. That has never been the culture of,
Yeah.
you know,
And even of course I'm not a researcher, which is also something that social workers do.
hmm
Even if you are since I'm not a social worker, I don't really know the numbers and the statistics.
exactly.
But I
Me neither.
haven't I haven't heard about even those who are schizophrenic.
hmm
Don't I haven't heard of even them doing that. I haven't heard of them just randomly just
No,
like shooting people. No, most of the time
it's
it's,
targeted.
it's internal. It's internal, like to them. Like the voices have told them that somebody is targeting them, that somebody's trying to steal their money, or told them to go run out in front of a car, or but
Right.
it's never like, not say it's never, it's not high numbers that
Right.
they were told to just go shooting up people. So yeah,
Right.
that's a good point. That's a point. Yeah, that's a point well taken, or something to consider or think about. But I think you're talking about probably like Georgia news. I don't think that's
Yeah,
national.
it's more of
That's
a,
Georgia.
but because our crime rate has tripled, so like it's not normal here
Mhm.
anymore. It's not. I've been here almost 21 years almost, and this place has shocked me to disbelief right now because I've never had it this bad. Like this is the really really bad. Like just random shootings on the highway. People, and it's not even like targeted. It's just random.
Mhm.
And like our mayor comes on, Atlanta mayor comes on, and he's saying that there's like big time drug dealers here from like LA, New York, all over the place right now that are recruiting our young black men to do these things. So it's like, but the way the news puts it, it's like, oh, here we go with the black people again. Oh, they must have a break. There must be something wrong with them, but it's not. Is we don't just. I know we can break, yes, but if we break, we usually hurt someone that has broken us or has made an impact in our life.
That's true.
That's we will target that person. We don't just get up and say, "Oh, there's Susie." Boom. It doesn't happen that way with us
Very, very true.
because we've never been that. Even back in the slavery days, we've never been that vicious type of people. We've always, respect others and respect your elders. But I know the millenniums. I mean, I know that they're a little different breed than
Well,
what
I
we were.
wouldn't say never.
Yeah, I wouldn't say never, but
There's some, but
we're just a different breed,
that's just not where we come from.
right?
That's not our roots.
But I think that this generation, the last two generations, I think that they weren't taught about our our ancestors
Mhm.
enough. Let's say that enough. Maybe they were taught a little bit, but I don't think they were taught enough. And I don't think that they took it upon themselves to research it themselves.
Okay, yeah, because well, yeah, but lots of people do not take it upon themselves to research. So
Hmm.
really, if you say these last two generations, who does that start with?
The parent, right?
Yeah,
I
so
feel you,
that would like be us, right?
right?
Like we fall in that.
Yeah, and I say it's our
So
generation. I will say,
I know, and that kind of right. Well, you know what? Because we know what that goes back to.
hmm
We know where it
but
goes back
that
to.
again,
It
it's
goes to the
those mental
80s.
traumas
What you
of
that of the
family.
80s and the crack time, right?
Yes, so
Because
that
then
when
we didn't even have those family connections.
no, and I think what it is though is that my mom and them don't believe in therapy or mental issues, but we did believe in that, but we were trying to treat our mental issues while we're raising kids and forgetting to teach your kids along the way.
Right. And but I'm saying also in addition, what I'm also saying is we
Yeah.
went around our family members, our extended family members. We went
Yeah.
around our grandparents, but that's also when our family members started to not be around anymore because of the crack epidemic. So then,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
right, because you just said not being taught. Well, you
Right.
can't really be taught about
If we don't have
somebody
them
who's
around.
not there, right?
That's true. That's
And
very
these
true.
relationships are being broken.
Yeah.
So
You're
yeah,
right. You're right.
that's part of
You're
that
right.
thing too.
Because it did seem like all of a sudden I didn't have grandparents in my life anymore. Like they got older, yeah, and they passed away. Some were passed away before I was even thought of, you
Hmm.
know. So I could never even run to them and say, "Hey, you know what, back in the day, what did you do?" You know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, if anybody still has their parents alive or whatever the case may be, start recording your parents. Start asking them questions about their past. I mean, that's the only way we're going to continue our heritage and what our culture is. Start doing that. Start asking them about their parents. Start getting the background because like it just seems like a lot of people are just dying off and you're not getting that.
Yeah, that's definitely what I'm trying to do. I'm trying
Yeah.
to, yep. So we 21 minutes in, and we're gonna try to fit in two or three
No worries.
things.
Sorry about that.
We gonna, so, hey, it's all good. It still falls into
Yeah.
social. Well, we didn't talk about social justice, but it still affects society.
Right.
All right, so there is a guy in California. There was. We got to go past tense.
Okay.
There was a man in California. His name was Edward Bronson,
Okay.
and he was killed by the cops. And this was prior to George
George Floyd.
Floyd, but he did not get a lot of traction. And so this
New
is one
coverage.
thing
Yeah.
that his family is trying to make sure happens. And okay, let me see. Do I have a disclaimer?
Hmm. Yeah, I
um,
think I seen part of it. I didn't finish it all.
yeah, I want to.
I'm just tired of seeing all this, you know?
I got one about the copyright, and then I got one about the national suicide. I ain't got one about triggers and traumas, but
Okay.
how much this,
Yeah.
hey,
You gotta
we
put
gonna
that
make
on
it
there.
work. We'll make it work. So wait, did I hit share screen yet?
No, not yet.
All right, so if you haven't seen this video, same lines. Can you hear it? Can you hear it?
Uh-uh. Mute yours, I think.
Why you can't hear it?
Well, I can hear a little bit. Hold on. Maybe I can hear it on my
It's
TV.
probably just you.
I can hear it on my TV.
Why is this black?
You may need to rewind it because I'm looking at it on TV and I
Yeah,
can't
I
see it.
see that. They just show it. They're gonna show it again.
The voice of Edward Bronstein on video shot by a CHP sergeant on March of 2020 inside the garage bay of Altadena's CHP station. Minutes before, he had been placed on the mat after being arrested for DUI, which allows officers to take blood forcefully with a warrant if he refuses a breathalyzer or giving blood, which he seemingly had.
This is your last opportunity. Otherwise, you're going face down on the mat, and we're going to keep on going.
The officers proceed to pin him to the mat, and you hear,
I'll do it willingly. I'll do it willingly. Before he starts to say, I can't breathe, he starts to say, I will willingly take the test now. I will willingly give the blood.
the man's family clutching his photo as attorneys narrate the video.
He says, I can't breathe. 12 times is what I counted.
2 minutes after they start applying body weight to his back is when he stops breathing.
No audible response from Bronstein.
2.5.
All right, so that's that one.
Okay.
So I know that that is triggering for sure. But well, like I said, what I want to talk about with advocacy, the advocacy that we do, the social justice that we do, the policy writing and stuff that we do as social workers. Um, as I said, this happened prior to George Floyd, but it did not get traction. Oh well,
Mm-hmm.
I can't mute. If I mute, then y'all can't hear me.
Right.
um,
It's okay. Go ahead.
um, this happened prior to George Floyd's incident, but it wasn't a lot of traction. So, like I said, this is what the family is
Mm-hmm.
seeking a lot more traction, and that's how I found it. So, as it began, it says that the Mr. What's his name? Edward Bronstein. He was afraid of needles, and they wanted to give him the blood test, but he's afraid of needles. So how are we gonna try to force someone? How are
Right.
you gonna stick somebody when they are afraid of needles?
But give me a second. Like, I got a question. Like, where was this at? This was in the middle of the street, or was this like in the police station?
It wasn't in the police station.
So why do you think that that's sanitary to take blood outside of a actual hospital or health facility?
Yeah, and so that video was new to me. I
Uh-huh.
hadn't. Well, let me see. That was the extended version. So
Right,
I
right,
was
right.
wondering why the mat. Why did they have a mat?
Right. I
So
didn't understand that
they
either.
explained in the video. They explained in the video. But I forgot what they say.
But I mean, I see what you're saying. Like, but it was like I didn't understand that either. I didn't understand why there was a mat below them, first of all. And how do you think that somebody's going to be able to breathe with a mat in their face and you on
Yep,
top of them?
yep. This is 2 years ago.
Right.
They brought him to the parking lot of yeah. I thought that was a gas station. Wait, no, this says patrol station.
It's still a gas station. It's the petroleum station or patrol station.
No,
Is
no, gas is petrol.
oh, you're talking about
So this
patrol
says
like
patrol. So
police
they
patrol?
brought him to the parking lot of a patrol station near Pasadena to take his blood, according to the police and the autopsy reports. When he
Yeah, I
asked
don't
why they
understand
need a
that.
sample, they threw him face down on the mat and one officer knelt on his back. Okay, but I'm looking for the part where it says why they used the
But
mat.
this is the thing. If you were trying to take blood from somebody, why are you guys not in like a hospital
I think I think
or
that first of all,
medical
if you
room?
think that you shouldn't be doing that anyway. I don't know what California law is, but
Right. And
if
if
you
it was
think that the
about,
person
is it about
is
alcohol or
drunk,
drugs?
they should be doing the little blow test or whatever, doing the field test,
Exactly.
and then put them in the jail cell, put them in the holding cell.
And or if you were gonna give blood, like you gotta wait till somebody medically comes and takes the blood.
Yeah,
And if
or
they
that.
refuse, then they just get the ticket and you put them in the jail cell.
Yep. That would
That's
be
the rule.
that would be even better to have someone medical do it.
Yeah.
Because what if you
Puncture.
put the needle wrong? Yeah, that would.
Especially with him moving around. If
Mm-hmm.
if the person is not scared of needles, they're going to flinch, move around, try to get away from it. So if they's telling you no, then just let that go and put them in the jail cell.
Yeah, and I guess I can understand that the blood alcohol level would be a little bit more valid using the blood versus
Which is
the
true.
blow test. But
Which is true.
why are you trying to do that on the street?
which is true.
You
Yeah,
shouldn't
you
be
can't do it
doing
on the
that
street.
on the
That's why
street.
they take you to the patrol area. My husband did that. They took him to another place to get the blood, and I understand that. If he had denied it, the blood to be taken, he automatically gets the DUI. That's it.
Yeah, that's what it should. That's what it should be. But that's why laws are written, and once a person changes their it's always tricky. Just because you change your words doesn't mean that you're really complying. Because when you read it, when you watch it, he wasn't fully complying. And so we had this conversation too, me and Amir, not only just about law enforcement, but just about period. Just because he's saying, I'm going to do it now, I'm going to do it now, I'm going to do it now, was he really? Because he was still struggling,
He was
right?
struggling, but he was gonna say anything to have them get off of him.
Right. So
that could be
as
coerced. That
as
could be
we've heard
coercement.
this argument, yeah, but we've heard this argument lots of times, but it's still true because you got to think about the cop.
Okay.
Just because you saying it, and so if they get off of him, and if he runs or if he tries to take the handcuffs and hit him or
he couldn't. He was
whatever,
handcuffed behind his back.
people do stuff all the time.
But if
And
they
no one
run,
knows that but
but
the
if they
cop.
run, you could either catch him. You know what his address is. That's the thing to me. Like, you already have all his information by the time that you got him handcuffed.
Maybe
you probably have all his information
you
because you're
you
now patting him
should
down.
you should
Yeah, you
but
should.
but maybe not. Maybe they so on an adrenaline rush that they didn't do what they were
But
supposed to
they
do.
transported him all the way to another patrol place, so they had to have his information by then.
Yeah, you would hope so.
I would hope so.
You would hope so. So it's been 2 years. So maybe someone has that information. Maybe the lawyer, maybe the lawyer argued that or something. I don't.
Or we'll find out what
know,
the
but
police have to say, what in their notes, because
this
that's the
was
only
2
way.
years ago. So I'm just bringing it up in case someone does see this video because
right,
the family wants a lot more traction,
and they're not getting it. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I don't know if they're like Latino or whatever, but they are people of color. They're not white.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Yeah, and so we
my
should
thing
still stand
is,
by them.
yep, I still want to do it. It's still social justice.
I got a question though.
Mm-hmm.
Did a lot Latino people, do they consider themselves as Black or Caucasian?
It just depends on who you asking. But girl, they were trying to change the conversation. I'm talking about the fact that they are not white and
Okay.
they are minorities,
that we
and
should
I'm going to talk
support
about
them.
social justice. Yes, it's social justice.
Okay, I just asked
advocacy.
Okay,
I'm
just
my
trying to throw
minority
it out there
people.
for you.
Yes, that's a different battle for a totally different time because
man, you was about to make me have to bring up Ukraine from
Hey, that's a different battle. That's a different battle. It's a different battle.
Okay,
so
we'll go back to mental illness.
No, not mental illness. Just social
justice. Okay,
policy and advocacy.
Policies. Now, policies. Question on policies. How do you get policies changed?
That's a whole lot of work. That's a whole lot of doggone work. It takes a lot of people.
Yeah.
Now, because I'm not a social worker who works in policy change, I can't answer that question for you. But I know there's a lot of work.
Like, shouldn't policy be changing because we've already had how many riots and
Whew.
walks and standoffs that back in 2020,
Yes.
and they're still killing these people.
Yes.
Even on the, the Latino side is what I'm saying. It's like, when do we all come together and stand in front of the White House and demand policy changes?
I
Not the
wish
White
I
House, but
had
really, because the Congress does it.
Congress. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
wish
like
I had
Congress and the House and all
somebody.
them and the Senate, that's where we should be standing and protesting at.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying doing January 6th, but I am saying just to stand there.
So there are people
Mhm.
that is their job.
Right.
There are people in
Like,
all fields, but in the social work field, that their job is fighting on Capitol Hill.
okay.
That is what they do. Um, so yeah, I know here in DC, right?
Mhm.
There's protests happening all the time, and they're blocking the roads all the time. That's what people do.
They do it all the time. But see,
All
this is
the
the thing.
time.
Like, yeah, you're in DC. It's so easy to do it, but like, what do we do that's not close to DC? You see
The
what I'm saying?
same thing.
Like
Just
our
on
own
your level.
capital,
Yep, your
or
own capital.
okay,
Yep, your
I
own
got you.
state capital. You do the same thing, or
I got you.
who like whoever it is, right? Your own state capital.
Hmm.
Your governor, girl. That's what I'm saying. I thought, didn't you say you had Sirius XM?
Hmm?
Or you didn't? Did you say you got Sirius XM?
No, I don't.
Well, I'm always bringing up. I'm often bringing up Joe Madison, and
Hmm.
that's what all he talk about is taking action. And
Hmm.
sometimes I listen to Reverend Sharpton's
Podcast.
show as well.
Okay.
Action. So Joe Madison says, "What are you gonna do about it? Because everybody can do something,
Hmm.
even whether it's just sharing the information on email and social media, making a
Right.
phone call, signing a petition. Everybody can do something."
Right.
And then what's Al Sharpton's thing? Where dang it, where something meets action or something.
Hmm.
Anywho, so wherever you doggone call your governors, call your mayors, protest in front of your governors, protest in front of your mayors, you know,
Yeah.
all of this stuff at your state level, even at your city level, or getting
Right.
involved on the city council or going to the town halls, like
Hmm.
that's how that stuff happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We gotta do something.
gotta do something. So we're gonna switch just for highlighting the purposes of highlighting. This is another triggering
Video.
video,
Oh, okay.
but maybe not everyone knows about it. Let's put this one back on. Where is it?
Girl, I just seen a
Fair
trending
use.
video just
Okay.
a couple of hours ago, and I feel like everybody is numb to,
Everybody is now.
yeah, like to death. It's crazy.
Yep. So
Huh.
here is. This has no sound, but this is in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Wisconsin again.
Mm-hmm.
Two girls had a fight. Oh, it says tap to unmute. Well, there's no need to unmute.
Mm-hmm.
Can't see that. Did that just mess it up?
Nope. You
I
good?
think it did. It's
Oh,
not
did you?
playing. It's not
Oh.
playing. Crap. I'm always messing something up.
Well, it was bigger, and I can see. But I
But
guess.
then it stopped playing.
Oh, okay.
Crap. Well, at least for me, it stopped playing. I'm gonna hit
Yeah, I did stop
refresh.
playing. Go ahead and try make it bigger now. Make it bigger now.
Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Uh-huh.
An off-duty cop is doing moonlighting at
Press
a
play.
high school. I did. It's just
Press it again,
moving.
just in case. Let me see.
What the heck?
Because it looked like it's paused.
I know, sure enough do.
Mm-hmm.
He is doing moonlighting, basically his second job
Right.
at a school.
But I
And
think there's a lot
he's
of cops at
kneeling
the school
down
though.
on a 12-year-old girl's neck.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
And you know what color she is.
We already know.
Why are you not moving?
We trying
Well,
to rewind.
it must be trying to tell me something, but I guess we don't need to see it because you understand.
Well,
You
press play and
understand
see
what's
what.
happening.
Yeah.
And he resigned,
Mm.
as they often do.
Mhm. And why do we allow that? Like, they resign so they can go somewhere else
Mm-hmm.
and still do
See
the
how
same
I
thing
keep
again.
getting me?
It didn't work there either.
The ad is stuck.
Oh well. Then
See
let
that?
yeah, I see.
That's some bull.
What's going on?
Okay.
Your
So,
speed.
anyways, there's a picture.
Mhm.
Oh, I see that it ain't caught up yet. Okay.
Mm.
So he's there. His knee is right there.
I see.
Right there. 12 years old. He's kneeling on this girl's neck.
It's crazy.
When did this
Like,
happen? This happened well, this article was written on March 23rd.
of this year?
Okay, so here we go. At Lincoln Middle School on March the 4th, while trying to stop a fight.
Okay.
And then he ended up resigning. So this is how our babies are still getting treated. These white cops is coming in, throwing our babies down, kneeling on their necks,
And making our kids look like they are literally adults. They treat our kids like they're adults. I don't understand that. I have no clue who in their right mind thinks that a child should be handcuffed or slammed to the ground, anything like that.
Yeah. Why does it take all that? Why are you kneeling on the neck of a 12-year-old? That's now
That
I
creates
admit some of these
trauma.
kids these days are big. I admit that. But you do not need to put your knee in the neck of a 12-year-old. Like you got so much. Now, at least he didn't like shoot her.
What?
But he still could have killed her kneeling on the doggone neck. Like now he injured her. He injured her neck. She's injured
But
from that.
I even heard that the school cops have tased kids before.
Yeah, that's this what I'm talking about. I'm trying
But
to
that's what I'm saying. Like,
highlight
when are they children again? When? Because
when
when we were kids, I don't think we ever would have went to jail. I think we would have gotten taken to our parents' house at the most.
you would know, wouldn't you?
Nope, I didn't. Not when I was a kid, but I know some people did. But I'm just saying, when does that come back in play? Like, they're kids. They're
Yeah.
going to act up. Don't allow that to destroy your ego. They're just kids. They're younger than you.
And cops get all this training, all this exercise. They know how to lift heavy weights and throw, heavy body, and
Right.
you can handle a little 12-year-old. So
But
all
you could
right,
hurt those kids. You could literally kill those kids.
you sure can, because that's nothing compared to what they train with. That's nothing.
Mm-mm.
Now, not everyone is in the K9 unit, but that's nothing to what you dealing with in
Girl,
the K9 unit and all
like
of
I was
that.
telling you about the canine unit, is awful too.
It's crazy.
Because
So before we end,
mm-hmm.
I just had to, because we have 44 minutes now.
Oh,
Let's show the people we gotta do some crossover. Oh shoot, Lord, that look bad. We gotta do some crossover. What's that sweatshirt you got on right there?
no bad energy.
Yeah.
I won this sweatshirt fair and square.
Fair and square. Y'all gotta hit up Rob Naylor. Y'all know shirts by
It's really
Rob
nice.
Naylor.
Great quality. Man. When I tell you I'm in love with this sweatshirt, I'm in love with this sweatshirt.
That thing do look nice.
It is.
It do
It's
look
real
nice.
nice. And it's worn. Man, this is quality.
Yeah, that's nice. That's good. That's good. So y'all hit him up.
Mm-hmm.
So last thing we gonna talk about real fast. We gonna do this in 1 hour. Since we talking about Lord, I might need to go on and go now because it sounds like a moose over here. It is social the community respecting other people. So there's a TikTok that I saw and it's going around. There's a delivery driver, maybe Amazon driver or whatever, that he's afraid of dogs. And someone recorded it on their camera and then decided that they're gonna put it on TikTok. Now I don't know if the person was home. Like I don't understand how the dog got outside, if he went through the doggy door or if the person answered the door. I don't know. But the delivery driver is like going out of his mind because he is afraid
I think
of
the kids
dogs.
opened the door
I couldn't see, but the
because the
person
kids
is the
were
person is
laughing.
afraid. Oh, you heard that?
Mm-hmm.
I could I couldn't hear.
Yeah, they
But
didn't know
maybe
what
it's
to do.
because I was watching it at work and the kids was not out at
Oh,
work.
okay.
But well, okay, okay, we'll add that to the conversation too. Because why is your kids laughing? And how old are these kids? And why you ain't raise your kids not to be laughing at people?
And
Like
yelling, get
that's
yelled
not
out.
funny. So throwing that out there.
Okay.
I don't think that was funny. Um, and where am I getting that from? Because I didn't know that the kids were laughing.
Mm-hmm. You didn't hear it?
I only know the comments on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
The
Okay.
people on TikTok were laughing and they were
Mm.
like, their dog isn't thinking about you. Like, I had to go through a lot of comments before I got to people who were saying that this isn't funny and that people are afraid of
People
dogs
are
because
afraid of
they
dogs.
may have had previous traumas in life. And
Mm-hmm.
why would you put this on TikTok? So
Mm-hmm.
I think that folks have to respect, they have to like respect what is happening and why. I just don't understand like
Do
what
you
made that person put that on TikTok.
do you remember back in the day? I don't remember, but when in Junction there was two boys that were running from the Rockweilers and they ran up the tree.
No,
They
and
were
you
brothers. They
got
were
like
waiting for
give
the
me
bus.
more. Like when was this?
They were young, like we were probably in elementary or middle school. Maybe we were in middle school.
No, and then what happened? They ran up the tree and what?
And one of the brothers got mauled by the two Rockweilers,
Mm,
and he died. Hmm.
no.
Yeah,
Uh-uh.
you don't remember that?
Mm-mm.
Well, if you ever have time, look it up, like a Junction article. It'll pull it up.
Look
But
this up now.
I know the boy that was alive. Like
Afterwards.
afterwards, yeah, I know him. He's one of my friends, and basically, like he has trauma with dogs,
Mm.
and I've seen him be afraid of dogs. Like he was never afraid of my little Chihuahua, but I've seen him be afraid of dogs. Is
Let's
because
see.
of that situation.
This say 1997.
Is that when it was?
Yeah, it says April 1990. Girl, I
Hmm.
wasn't. I was still there,
Hmm.
but I was on my way out.
Right, right. I
Um,
mean, yeah, we were on our way
it
back.
says the victim Christopher Wilson
Hmm.
was mauled to death by three Rottweilers.
Yep.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's his brother.
Okay,
It was
okay,
Jeffrey. Jeffrey is my friend.
okay. All right, keep going.
So, I mean, I respect the fact. that people are scared of dogs. And like when my mom has her service animal, I see a lot of people jump. So I get in between the service animal and the person
Mm-hmm.
because they be real uneasy about it. And like, even though my mom's service animal is trained not to react or to do anything bad to someone, that does not mean that every dog. I hate when people say, "Oh, my dog is so nice and it doesn't bite." All dogs bite.
Yep.
All dogs bite. You have to respect that, and it depends on what your energy is coming towards them. That your energy, the way you put it off, that's how they react.
Yep.
And so, if they are scared, dogs are going to be like, "Oh, I'm alpha. I can bully them."
Yep.
Basically,
Yep. Don't matter. Poodle,
nope.
poodle, the Rottweiler,
The
the
Chihuahua.
Husky, the whatever.
I've
Yep.
seen my dog chase down the UPS trucks because she
Yep.
just wanted to chase it down and try to get at their feet. And I have to chase her down to stop her because it's just something about them that she just wants to bite. I have no clue what happened or why they hate the trucks, but they do.
I know. What is it? But now, admittedly, now, okay. So yeah, eventually, like that dog wasn't. The dog was just looking at him,
Yeah.
but that caught that man off guard.
Yeah,
The
that man
dog
didn't know.
just comes up the door barking. That caught him off guard. So
All
you
the
can
way off
better
guard.
tell a person
Right.
that
But
he not barking
there's
barking
a
at you. He's
lot
not gonna
of them
bite.
out there.
Calm down. Like you could tell a person that all day, but it caught him off guard.
Right. But you should be trying to get your dog.
Sure
That's the thing.
should.
You should be trying to get your dog. Period.
This is why I wonder if these people were
For
white.
home.
That's I wonder. Well, first, yeah, I do wonder if they were home, but I wonder if they were white because the delivery driver was black.
Mm-hmm.
So now that you're telling me that the kids were there and the kids were laughing, I straight up wonder if they were white because it just goes back period to how we started the show. Now, yes, this generation is not raised the same. Yes, they can be disrespectful, but one thing that is rooted in all of us is community.
That's right.
So I'm curious, like I don't want to be naive, or anything like that, but it's still like we said, the tendency.
Right.
Our children don't tend to see someone like definitely afraid jumping on the bench, and I mean, dude was jumping on top of their car.
Yeah,
Jumping on
he
top
basically
of your car,
bended your car,
laughing at you, and not getting the dog.
right? He basically bent up all your property because of your dog.
Yeah.
And then I seen another TikTok where I think it was an Amazon driver was trying to deliver a package, and the dang dog broke through the actual glass door to get to him. So just imagine, like, that dog really wanted to get to him. He broke through a glass door with no phase.
Crazy. And so, but did those owners try to get the dog?
I don't know. It didn't. He got back in the truck and he was like, y'all on your own. That was it. That's all I seen.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened, but I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy to me how dog owners don't react quick enough for me on pets. Like, before I even open my door, I used to put my dog in her cage because I don't know how she's gonna react.
Right.
That's just me.
Yeah.
But all dog owners need to start being aware that, yeah, your dog is cute and nice, but not everybody likes dogs.
Yeah, not everybody gonna find that dog cute.
Yeah,
It's like not everybody gonna
and I
find your baby
understand.
cute.
Like people be like, well, this is my house, and if you're gonna visit my house, you just have to respect that I have a dog. Yeah, to an extent. Like, okay, I warn everybody, hey, I have a dog at my house. Do you still want to come over? Because she this is her house. Yes, I don't want to keep locking her up because she would really want to be out. So, are you okay with dogs? Do you want to meet her first? And the way I let her, meet them is in my arms,
Mm-hmm.
as in like being secure with me and knowing that these are friendly people. I don't just let them in, and say you're on your own. No, but yeah, I think that I agree. Like pet owners need to be more responsible.
Yep.
But I think that they in that article with my friend Jeff, I think that they prosecuted the couples that owned the three Rottweilers. I think
See,
I couldn't
was
remember,
discharged for second-degree murder. 3 testified. Case is drawn. Well, it's a very long article.
I know it is long,
But well, I mean, it's not very long, but the
but
fact that we trying to end right
I
now,
feel
but it does. The very first sentence says that Sabine Davidson is charged with second-degree unintentional murder.
mhm.
So
But
it does say that. It
I
says
think
he
that
was waiting for the
people
bus.
should be aware of that. Like you need to be aware that anything your dog does, you are
Mhm.
held accountable. You as the pet owner is held accountable.
Yeah.
So before you go out to get these dogs that you know are aggressive or know that are very protective of their home, because that's what you get a dog for, is to protect your home.
Yeah.
So you have to be aware that anything that they do, yeah, you're held accountable.
Yep. Let's see. There's a lot. There's a lot that they. Okay. This looked like a whole transcript.
Oh, does it?
That's what it looks like it is.
Uh-huh.
But yeah.
Yeah, but it's crazy. But like I said, my friend, he's traumatized from that.
Yeah. This
And
stuff is
he
not
can't
fun.
deal with pets like that. And
It's
I understand it.
not at all.
Yeah.
All right, Mimi. So we gonna wrap it up. So April, that's next month. April is month of the military child.
Oh.
I know that. I feel like did domestic violence month already happen?
Yeah, I thought domestic violence was in February.
Was it? Well, there's
Yeah.
something else. Well, it's something else.
Two, can we talk about immigration marriages?
Is that next month? Yeah,
That's every month.
let me see what Google gives me. But definitely I'm gonna do something about the month of the military. Ooh, it's National Afternoon Tea Month.
Afternoon tea.
Yeah, and because it's
Okay.
my birthday and it's Zendaya's birthday, we definitely gonna have a tea party. Okay, it's a lot of things. I'm just gonna try to find something that sticks out. So, month of the
Okay.
military child, National Autism Awareness Month.
Oh, that's nice.
So we need to
I
talk
like
about
that.
that.
Hmm.
National Jazz Appreciation, National Volunteer Month,
Okay. Okay.
Sexual Assault Awareness,
Ooh.
Stress Awareness.
Hey, I can do stress awareness for you, for sure.
Yes, and it's also National Child Abuse Awareness.
Oh, hey, I can do that one too.
Yes, we can talk about. Yeah, well,
Mm.
gotta find the time because it is my birthday. It is Zendaya's birthday,
All right,
so
birthday month.
gotta find. Yeah,
I
so there's
didn't know
lots
you were
lots of different
before mine.
topics we can talk about next month.
Okay.
couple of different topics in one session, perhaps.
Perhaps.
Yeah, you got right. You got any finishing last lines you want to drop?
Just stay safe out there, people. I know the economy is hard, and it's, we're all struggling together. Try to bond together, not tear each other apart.
That's good. And on that note, we're going to do this outro. If y'all know anybody that can talk about any of those topics that I discussed, if you know a military child who would like to come on, because I already talked about my kids last year, so I would not mind having a guest.
I hope that you enjoyed today's episode. I would like to thank my guests for joining me, or simply thank you for watching the pre-recorded episode. No matter what your birth order is, how you self-identify, and whether you like pancakes or waffles. If this is the first time you're hearing it today, I want you to know that you are loved. You were put here for a purpose that only you can fulfill. Until next time, take care of yourself. Be sure that you like and share the videos, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notifications bell. This is Real Ram out.